When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Houston Cougars, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. This one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Houston's offense will have the football first. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the tailback. Runs through a tackle. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. When you reach this point of the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
He might want another play. Toss to the outside. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Wants to throw. It's Russell. Grabbed in the middle. It's Martin. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Because the QB anticipated that curl route so well, he got it to his receiver early against zone coverage. He had space to work with. After he caught the ball, he was able to make a guy miss, move the chains.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuffing the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
A little screen to the running back. At the 35, he's open. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Cougars. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. And there was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out. First time they've had the ball today. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance to go.
At the 40, there he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
To the air on 1st down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Grab behind the line. It's Williams. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Breaks into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They go to the ground. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Line getting set on 2nd down. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to throw, it's Russell. It's complete. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Running into the open space. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Toss sweep to the left. Got the 1st down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Cougars will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
Up-tempo for the offense. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Williams. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. Takes the easy completion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Now on the option. The pitch. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, when the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
He'll pull it on the read. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Gives it on the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7. Houston going up tempo. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw. It's Russell. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. On the run, still looking. Fires on the move. A strike downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Houston will snap it in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Right on the money. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Snags it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. They want to run this quarterback. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on. The defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of touchdown Jesus.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking to fire. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Canty. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The Irish send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Wide receiver comes in motion. Leaves it with the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's got him in the flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. To the air. It's Russell. It's complete. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Turning it on. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
The Cougars line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Ferguson. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He wants to change this route. They'll go to the toss. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Russell. Using the quick game. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to touchdowns.
Fires into the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about.
Pass interference. Defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. New Mexico State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Las Cruces for some time. They're up by 19 over Sam Houston. 2 fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quarterback on the keeper. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And the completion to the sideline. A solid pickup, but not enough for the 1st down.
I'll tell you, you've got to give this defense credit. That was only his 2nd catch of the game. He came into this as one of the best receivers in all of college football, but this defense had a plan. They have shut him down. They have limited him, and that's why they're winning right now.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Zings it complete to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Use the play fake, down the throw. Still looking, on the move. Oh, he's got some space.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Makes his man miss. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Caught in the backfield. It's Love. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. This quarterback part of their running game. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Irish!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he is got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Just on the edge of the red zone. First and 10 from the 21. Motion from the wide receiver. They want that clock to run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now on the counter. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Russell. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll pitch it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. He'll ride his man on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now the toss. Touchdown, Houston! And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be...
He lobs one high down the left side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough left today.
They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's picked off at the goal line. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the 4th. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have